Hello everyone, I forgot to use the appropriate settings and only have stills. Also, it's the future. What do you think I was saying here? I have forgotten. Before we start, please put your comments about the best trails in the Triangle area, if you've explored Umstead Park, and other kinds of experiences with the hidden gems that I should be checking out. I must have been talking about my Allen Sports 2-bike trunk rack in green that I've been using throughout the Crabtree Creek Adventure series. It is reliable and allows me to get my bike to all these trailheads that I've been exploring. I especially like that it attaches to my car with a strap system. Comment below what your favorite bike rack is.
It's already begun to rain. Today's a gravel cycle ride. So I think I'm in the right conditions. Just getting started on this trail. Now I've started up at the Old Reedy Creek parking and I'm headed into Umstead. That's a good start. I'm still faffing about with my clips on this bike. Need to get used to it and maybe need to soften them a little bit. Okay, well, I'm going to take a short break, have a little bite to eat, and drink some water, and then I'll tell you more about what I'm doing here. Hi, I'm Kenneth. We're out here at Umstead Park today for some gravel cycling. I am going to return to the Crabtree Creek exploration, but first I need to show you a little bit of Sycamore. Sycamore Creek is one of the tributaries to Crabtree Creek, and it flows through Umstead. Now, it also emerges north of Umstead in the neighborhoods of Leesville, and I'm not going to be going all the way up there to explore right now, so I'm just going to show you some of the sections here in Umstead where Sycamore Creek flows through, and then I'm going to also show a connection to Crabtree Creek. Now, I left Old Reedy Creek parking. It's a nice little parking area with facilities, so if you're already familiar with the area, you know, but it's on the edge of that earthen dam of Crabtree Lake, so it's just catching up on the dam. Crabtree Creek goes under the interstate and into Umstead. There's not a trail that follows it explicitly, so I'm going to have to reconnect with it later in Umstead Park. I'm also going to follow Crabtree Creek down into Raleigh, into the valley some, so we'll explore a little bit on that later, and I'll come back and talk to the camera some to explain what we're doing. Now, Raleigh has put in a lot of effort to restore this park or maintain it according to the way that it was built. Umstead Park was initially something that the Works Progress Administration developed in the 40s, and it was handed over to the state. And the state has worked to ensure that it maintains this park with many of the facilities from that era. So, this is a historic park. Now, initially, it was Crabtree Creek Park and the Reedy Creek Park. And these two parks were part of the history of segregation in the state of North Carolina. It's not ideal to bring that up, but it's important to remember that that was part of our history, and we can't deny it. Because of the two parks being preserved individually, during the 60s, they were integrated and unified into one park, which is now what we have as Umstead Park. And the two entrances at the north and south side of the park still represent the two parks that have been unified. So I've just ridden in some short distance. I've got a long way to go. If anybody's tracking, last episode I did a 28-mile ride, and today I've planned for something around 24 miles. So I have quite a bit ahead of me. Today I'm riding on the Priority Apollo 11. Definitely got the soul of a gravel bike, and it's going to be fantastic out here. Umstead trails are all gravel, and until I get out of the park, You know, I won't see a greenway tarmac for a bit. Okay, the first turn is here. This is one of the lakes that was developed during the 1940s. Now, I'm walking across the earthen dam right now because this is a zone that they don't want bike riders, and I can respect that. I just want to show you the lake. Now, this is the upper lake. This is fed by Sycamore Creek. You can probably see it's raining. I did check the forecast, and I decided rain was the perfect conditions for gravel cycling. So here I am, out on a rainy day, enjoying Umstead Park. Now, as I said, this is a lake that's fed by Sycamore Creek, which of course leads to a spillway, below which is the continuation of Sycamore Creek. And we're going to find some other points with Sycamore Creek during the ride today. Although Sycamore Creek emerges higher in the landscape and a bit farther north, I will not be riding past the lake today. This is about as high up as I'm going in this creek, I guess. And hopefully that gave a good clue about why I'm here, why I would take this route instead of some other route that keeps me closer to Crabtree. Because there are some walking trails I could go for hikes today, take me real close to Crabtree Creek and follow it along for a bit, but that's just not what I chose for today. Here is a bridge over Sycamore Creek. Okay, Sycamore Creek here, and you can actually see that Potts branch is coming right into Sycamore Creek here on the right hand side. Sycamore Creek. Here we are, Sycamore Creek, flowing slowly down through the next lake. There's some squishy, probably a good thing. I'm not used to that. Supple patch. I'm not used to that. I'm trying to learn this. I've read, and I've seen the videos, and I've heard the advice. Just they try to be a little more supple over that. So I'm trying to go. Now I know I complained a lot about going up and down on Dynasty. Okay, you didn't see that, but there was a big spider. I just want to make sure I didn't get one. Let me double check what I'm doing. I think I need to turn. I hope I'm remembering my route properly, because I may have forgotten. And clean up on my turn. bridge over Sycamore Creek. Okay, this is Sycamore Creek again. I'm going to move slowly. I don't want to splash. Whoa. Pause a moment for you. Okay, Sycamore Creek. So the trail crosses, of course. I did try to take that a little slow. I want to keep my feet dry. But here, downstream, let me back up a little bit. Okay. In that direction, it's headed towards Crabtree Creek. Now, we can't see it from here. Even if I get in the middle, I'm not going to see it all the way down. So, I'll show Crabtree Creek where we connect back. But here, Sycamore Creek. Sycamore Creek flows in the country. Next, head back to the greenways. It's one of the newest greenways in the system. Crabtree to my left. Crabtree Creek to my left. Now crossing Richland Creek. And now we're actually going to have Richland Creek running along the right-hand side, and we're moving away from Crabtree Creek. So Richland Creek on my right. Going over Richland Creek. Now Richland Creek is on the left. Crabtree is a short distance away. Richland Creek again. And back down to the party pace. So for those who don't know, this incline is taking us up to Raleigh Road. An enjoyable little sky bridge right here. Headed back to solid ground. And incline again. Crabtree Creek.
Drop it in my face.
Slow and smooth incline. Up to the top. Well, this is a spot I remember. Maybe you don't remember. I took the kids on this route. You can stop here for a bite. I'm going to stop here for a bite too. Hi, okay, so today for my snack I have another product from Kate's Real Food. Dark chocolate, cherry, and almond. Not a lot of people on the trails today. Seen a few, but not very many. Umstead is usually a very popular place, but I think with the rain, I can understand some people maybe don't want to go out in the rain today. Maybe you can hear Raleigh Road in the distance. It's pretty busy. I'm going to be riding along on the sidewalk. Hopefully nobody gets upset with me for using the sidewalk. I think maybe there's a bike lane there. I might use that if there's a bike lane. But my next target is Crabtree Creek Trail leading to Crabtree Valley Mall. So, another couple of miles. I've already been out for about an hour riding. But this is something around the 8 to 8.5 mile mark, I think. It's around there. And gotta get to the mall. And I'll tell you where I'm headed next. So directly ahead is Future Greenway. Future Greenway. Of course, it also says dismount from bicycle before entering. So, you know, seems like a good idea. Follow the instructions. But this is the Future Greenway. Now, of course, I'm coming on to the existing Greenway. So I'm very excited for this Future Greenway. I am sorry that I can't show much of the Future Greenway yet. There's work to be done. It's a little bit delayed. You can check their website on Raleigh Parks and Rec. They will give some more details about what's the delay from. Of course, it intended to have this open actually a month ago or so, maybe 2 months ago, but at least a month ago. It didn't quite work out that way because they were working on fixing some delays, but it is underway. They're making progress. Bridge is under construction. We got Greenway beyond. It's all on its way. Now, I will say, this is a 2014 bond project. Wow, that's been a while. So keep that in mind. Most of those projects takes a long time from start to finish. Or maybe I should say, from funding to start. It can take a long time. Start to finish might be a little bit more moderate in its timeline. So please keep in mind, this is the Crabtree Creek Trail. It's been here for quite a long time. This is older than, well, it's probably older than me. I don't know for sure what parts of this trail are older than me, but I know some parts of this trail are older than me. And that's kind of cool to think that some of these trails, in particular that Umstead Park, the trails there, they've been here in the landscape longer than me. I don't mean just longer than I've lived in North Carolina, although that's also true. I mean like it's older than I am old, you know, and that's pretty cool. It's the work of, all kinds of prior residents that want this. Okay, so Crabtree Creek on my right. Crabtree Creek, of course, has been in the landscape for a long time. Crabtree Creek has, it's got channels and some earthen dams, which I've already talked about. It's been affected with man-made projects for really just a blink in its existence, but over many years in terms of our geologic time. I know you guys can't smell through, but the smell here is pretty unique. As you definitely have the fall forest, no doubt about that. I think there's also a bit of wood smoke, just a little bit of wood smoke on the air. I just gotta pause and show something off. Turn here. And turn again. So, Crabtree Creek, over on my left. So we're getting close to the mall here. Just a moment. Sorry. Got a little walkway that could go directly to the mall. Not headed there today, but yeah, it's there. I don't really like to hold this out in front of a long ride, especially because I kind of do need both hands, especially my right hand. That's where my gearing is. You know, I need to put this back on my chest. That's where it goes. Looks like you got a lot of that life left. It should be all right. Oh, I can tell. I just altered the view a great deal. It's much closer to my chin. I'm gonna stop here, get this fixed up properly. Yeah, I gotta have a very careful zipper location to get it just right. Crabtree Creek still on my left. Good afternoon. Well, now before I go too much further, it's time for me to depart the Crabtree Creek, make my way back. I've got to go back to Olmsted. I have to go back to Olmsted and back to the Reedy Creek parking lot. That's where I'll be picked up. I got dropped off. I've had a good ride. It's time to head back. All right, let me introduce you to where I'm going. Okay. I've transferred from the Crabtree Creek Trail to the House Creek Trail. And we're going to connect with House Creek. It's currently on my right. We're going to follow House Creek up to the connection to Reedy Creek Trail and head over to the Art Museum and then head back into Olmsted. Oh. I don't know whether I feel good about them holding up traffic before I made it to the crossing or what. I guess I have to appreciate that they're paying attention to me, even when I was on the trail and not directly in front of them. That's probably a good thing. You really have to admit, that's probably a good thing. So, for the current direction that I'm moving, it's uphill. Going over House Creek right now. That's this bridge, going over. Look at that. Using the Greenway for part of their advertising. Part of the apartment's appeal. To live right along the Greenway. I like my location. I'm pretty close to a Greenway in Morrisville. I'm close to the Shiloh Greenway. I can ride it every day if I want to, which is not every day. No, sometimes I don't want to ride Shiloh Greenway. But every day that I want to, I can. A little bit downhill. Not very far. All right, so I got a little bit of a climb ahead. It's not much, but I am a little bit worn down after the ride. Been going for more than 90 minutes riding. We are a good bit past 10 miles. We should be about 14 miles here. I haven't checked recently. House Creek Trail. Wonderful. Both ways. I mean, you can check both ways. I can. Oh, I know this climb here too. I know this climb. Climbing up the Reedy Creek Trail. You saw me try to drop the gear. There's nothing more. I'm at the bottom. So the battery cut out while I was making my final moments of approach toward Reedy Creek Trail, so I've sat down. This is what's coming. I gotta go across that and gotta go onto the art museum property. This little device may not hold out much battery, so I guess that's about the best I can get out of it sometimes. So I've stopped at the art museum property. Let's see, I guess I'm at the roundabout. I am at the top, that's good. And I'm gonna eat a little bit more. So second break, a Jones bar, dark chocolate almond. I gotta say, small bits here and there have helped me along. I've already emptied 2 of my water bottles, and I have a third one that I'm working on. I got about 8 miles remaining to get home. No, not to get home. Just to get back to Reedy Creek parking, and that's where my family's gonna meet me, and we'll load the bike on the back and we'll head home. This has been a really enjoyable ride, but I'll admit, it's a bit different. Going for a gravel ride with a little bit of rain. I'm fortunate that it did not get any worse. The rain has been very light. It really didn't rain a lot during the ride, and that's a really good thing. I've been able to stay dry. But also, the temperature today, remarkably, in the 60s. Forecast didn't put it quite that high, so it's been a very good ride. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Jones bar, yeah. That's very good. That's good. This is going to really help. 8 miles left at my pace, probably about an hour. I got lights. It is going to get dark, especially with cloud cover. It's going to get dark. I imagine I might get about 1 more hour of light. So the darkest will probably be as I'm arriving at the parking lot. But Umstead can get surprisingly dark. It's got a lot of tree cover. That canopy is pretty thick. Jones bar. Pretty good. It's going to help me finish strong. Let me start at the back. I have an 11-speed Shimano Alfine internal geared hub. Gates carbon belt drive. You can kind of see there I've got an interesting brake system. It's a hydraulic brake with a mechanical activation. So that's fantastic, in my opinion. If I need to have some kind of cable change, cable adjustment, that's actually very easy to do. But then it's got like the hydraulic system inside. I think that's great. It's good brakes. You can see I don't have a rack. I do have some lights. I'm testing these out. I think it's pretty good, but these are interesting. I did bring my Every Ride Cary, 700C wheels by 700 by 40 wheels. I don't have a dynamo hub, so I do have to have those lights. I have a nice little barrel bag there. It's a Green Guru bag. I got it from People for Bikes, one of the challenges. I'm still thinking about how else I can carry gear on this bike. I'm a little undecided. I'd like to keep it to soft bags. I'd like to avoid having a rack, but it does have the mounts. If I really needed to, I could put a rack on it. I've come out of Umstead. It is absolutely dark. It's very dark. I'm glad I had those lights. I kind of thought I was just testing them out, but for real, they helped me out. It was a good idea. I have finished 24 miles, and I'm gonna pack up and go. My kids are already here. My wife is here to pick me up. The car is waiting. So I will eat some chocolate, and I'll see you in the next episode.